líana agus cultúr. Agus mar chuide gon clár agin le roinnt blianta anús PC scríneoireacht chur sús Wally na Cahar. So I just want to say you're all very welcome to this special occasion. Another plaque on our poetry trail in Galway, all of which are, or almost all of which are sponsored by Galway City Council. They have been incredibly supportive of this project and we are extremely grateful for their support. The plaque we're about to unveil today is a piece of writing by Ken Bruen, who is, of course, one of our most famous and distinguished writers, probably much better known in America or Switzerland or Germany than he is here. And he may be here, I'm not quite sure, we're not 100%, but at least we have his writing anyway. And it's very relevant to the location we're in. All of the plaques up to now are site-specific. They relate to exactly where they are. So, in order to unveil this today, we're very fortunate to have another great, wonderful artist, now based in Galway, Johnny Duhan, a singer, songwriter, a creator of magic in his own way with words and music. So will you please welcome Johnny Duhan.
Lovely to be here. I may as well read it out because I have a terrible mind for memory is a bit lapsed. When I first discovered that Jack Taylor liked my songs, my curiosity was aroused as to why an ex-cop turned private dick with a drink problem would be interested in the kind of gentle ballads I generally write. So I delved into the first installment of his detective shenanigans in the Guards, a book Ken passed on without informing me that my name featured in its pages as a songster that Jack admired, a surprise that brought a smile to my lips. Ronnie Drew, a big fan of crime fiction, borrowed that complimentary copy before he recorded my song Don't Give Up Till It's Over and forgot to return it. But while reading about Jack's pursuit in the Galway criminal underworld, I soon discovered that there was a sensitive side to his character that explained his love not only of popular song, but poetry and literature also. And though he showed little compassion for the criminal bullies and cheats he rubbed shoulders with in the bars around Shop Street, he had great sympathy for their victims and often took on their cases more out of favour than fee, as many were from the disadvantaged and marginalised sections of Galway society. This Robin Hood-like aspect of Jack's personality may explain something of his popularity with a growing international audience. 10 or 12 novels into the series, Jack is now popular worldwide, which I can vouch for firsthand, as many of his readers have written to me and purchased albums and books from my website purely on the strength of Jack's musical taste. The lyrical description of the Claddagh taken from Ken's novel Priest, which forms the inscription on the plaque here in the Long Walk, depicts something of the more soft side of Jack Taylor that isn't often evident in the expletive-strewn pages of the novels, but it has a ring of truth about it which suggests that it comes directly from Ken and shows something of his love of this part of the city of the tribes. It's right that Galway should honour him in this way, as his Jack Taylor enterprise has brought much gain to Galway, not only by attracting Jack Taylor tourists from all around the world, but also by bringing in foreign film and TV companies who offer employment to actors, extras, caterers and technical staff, as well as bolstering the hotel and restaurant trade in the city. As an example of just how important this aspect of the growing prosperity that the Jack Taylor industry has brought to Galway, I'll finish with a quick account of a brief chat I had with a member of a German film crew I spoke to outside the Galway Rovers clubhouse across the river, which the production company had taken over just after Christmas during one of my pre-dawn strolls to early Mass in St. Mary's. Thinking that they were there to film a new edition of the Jack Taylor series, I asked the film crew member which novel of Ken's they were onto, and was surprised when he informed me that it was a different set of dramas by another author that they were there to film, having been attracted to the location by the impact that the Galway coastal scenery, as depicted in the Jack Taylor TV series, had had in Germany. And now will we read this out, you think? Yeah. This is the inscription. Long walk. Long walk is among my favourite routes. Now remember, this is Jack Taylor speaking, you know? So Long walk is among my favourite routes. You pass under the Spanish Arch, and then along the water, the Claddagh, right across. Nimmo's pier marks the point. Before you lies Galway Bay. You can almost see the Aran Islands. I ever get lucky or seriously rich, that's where I'm headed, as a base if nothing else. The sound of the seagulls, the smell of the ocean, you gulp deep breaths and want to mouth a rosary of gratitude. It should be mandatory for artists to live here, an oasis of the soul. And if it's a bright day, sweet Jesus, you are elected. Ken asked me to sing a song and he didn't even show up. We've no I am a sailor and you're my first mate. We signed on together, coupled our fate. Hauled up our anchor, determined not to fail. For the heart's treasures, together we set sail. With no maps to guide us, we steered our own course. Weathered the storms when the winds were gale force. Sat out the doldrums with patience and hope. Working together, we learned how to cope. Life is an ocean, love is a boat. In troubled waters, keeps us afloat. When we started the voyage, there was just me and you. But now, look around us, we have our own crew. Together we're in this relationship. We're built with care to last the whole trip. Our true destination's not marked on a chart. But we're navigating for the shores, the heart. Life is an ocean, love is a boat. In troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started the voyage, there was just me and you. But now, look around us, we have our own crew. Life is an ocean, love is a boat. In troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started the voyage, there was just me and you. But now, look around us, we have our own crew.
All the way, yeah. No, no, no.
This should be 10, no, not
Should, yeah, but anyway.
Consistency in the world gone bad.
Sorry, Steve. You're blocking that. One more long to make before we No, you're dead right. Do you want, you have the mayor standing in with them.
He'll be down at 6 o'clock. He will.
I know.
He will.
I'd love to put a camera up there.
There's consistency in the world gone bad. Listen, Tom, well done.